Welcome everyone, I am Gabriele, welcome to my channel. We are at the end of the month. Developers of the Isle added a new alpha trailer for Pachycephalosaurus. I'd rather to say it is not a trailer, but pretty cool. Pachy destroying a camera in the field observation. Now, let's go and read what they say. Now, it starts with Felipe, as usual, is saying that he's been working a lot on fractures and diets, mainly additional mechanics, and some of these mechanics have added some bugs to the main gameplay. He had to rework on that. Now, for example, some changes are already in game, like you have to press 2 in order to join a group. You just do not press it once, you hold it and you are able to accept the invite. Another change which is imminent or already in game, I don't think it is in game though, it's you press G in order to pick up a meat chunk, or you hold G in order to pick up the body if your size allows you that. I don't think this mechanic is already in game. Maybe I have not checked it carefully. I will check it later. Now, the eating mechanic has been expanded to provide herbivores the ability to eat from fruits, being on the tree or on the floor. Those are going to be able to be picked up by herbivores. So you can eat from trees now as a herbivore. That's pretty cool. Pickup is now in sync with the eating abilities distance check. So if you can see the hint, you can hit that. You should also be able to use the pickup ability. I guess it refers to trees. So let's say you have a coconut tree. The Pachycephalosaurus slams, headbutts a coconut tree. Coconuts fall. You eat coconuts. And of course, you could see from far away in the distance an icon, maybe of a certain color, saying this is a coconut tree. You can come here and eat us, for example, as a coconuts. Now, more changes to the core system, which are simpler, cleaner, and more reliable now. Unnecessary extra work by the server, avoiding unnecessary extra work by the server, increasing its stability. So servers should work better than before now, I guess. We're going to experience that once update 4 comes out. Now, added the DLSS plugin as requested by popular demand, with settings that can be changed in the title menu. Also added a lag compensation system to Pounce, which is still experimental and under heavy testing as you read this. This system is going to be basis to help fight bugs and issues with abilities related to high latency. So they are working on server performance. They are expecting a lot of players, new players, join in. So servers are always going to be full, hopefully. Come on, that's pretty cool. All right. Now, besides that, the usual bug fixes and more work on the Pachy's headbutt attack, which also allows parrying more easily now. You can parry with your headbutt. I mean, it's an attacking defensive mode. Can you parry your way down versus a charge or a tail slam or tail whip? Maybe not, but charge and tail slam. Can you parry those attacks with your headbutt? I mean, it's an aggressive defensive animal after all, the Pachy. Now, let's go on to Amarok. It will be a brief pause from me this month, as the majority of my work during August has been developing various backend stuff that I cannot really talk about just yet. Oh man, is it Euteraptors and Tenontosaurus artificial intelligence? Is it ambience AI, like little critters, crabs? Oh man, I am very curious. I'm very curious. All right. The M4th programmer. This month I continued my development on an upcoming Pteranodon mechanic. It is now more reliable, works and looks better as well, and I'm sure you will enjoy it once you get your hands in it. So a new Pteranodon mechanic. Is it drinking by skimming water? Is it diving from up the sky and then opening your wings and do a lot of damage on juveniles? Wow, I'm very curious on what kind of mechanic the Pteranodon is getting. I'm not saying more for now, but it's looking real good in Caesar's upcoming update for trailer. Oh man, I want to see it. When is it coming out? I mean, next week? Next week? I've also made improvements to the movement, especially trying to turn while sprinting. The animals now have a bit more weight behind them, so you will feel drifting, kinda. That's gonna be pretty cool. We have an example of a Pteranodon down here, I guess. Is this the Pteranodon moving? Like improvements in movement? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I additionally took a picture of something that you will see in the future. Here is a little preview. By the way, I don't understand very well what this preview is. I mean, I see a Ipsilophodon. It is sniffing the air, likely, or is it digging something in the ground? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I am not sure. So, what is it? What is it? Now, Tapwing to Artist. Okay, these are some concepts on the map that Tapwing did. That's all of this is pretty cool, right? Outside of finalizing plans for the dockyard and drafting any remaining concept for this, I have been experimenting with a little side project to brainstorm building ideas. My goal is to use our work in progress map and think about the scenery from a first person point of view. They are getting ready for humans, definitely. But are we going to see humans by the end of 2021? I am very skeptical about that. I'm sorry, but I'm very skeptical. Now, for instance, what would it be like to come into a clearing? Then I would develop some concept art depicting what I might expect to see there. As a human, is it correct? Is it correct? Now, Wedge, sound designer. This month I have mostly completed the vocal sounds for both Pachy, Juvenile, and Compsognathus. Compsognathus is coming. The Compy's vocals consist of a variety of chirping, croaking, and squeaking sounds to achieve a diverse vocal range. Oh man, Compy are coming to the Isle, and they are a cleaning squad. They will pick up on those little bones that you have not eaten. I wonder what kind of gore are we going to receive in this update as well. Maybe not a proper gore like in the gore update, update 6, but we're going to receive some kind of gore after all. It is diet. We have a lot of plants that are going to be implemented in game for herbivores, so I expect some little gore for carnivores once we get diets. Come on, a little bit. I mean, maybe we get to see ribs of the deceased. Maybe we get to see I don't know, the entrails. Okay, I know it is disgusting, but we want to see it. So, a lot of new changes in the vocal sounds. Geosaurus, Tenotosaurus, a lot of vocal changes. Pretty cool. But what I look out for the most is Compsognathus. Compsognathus vocals. Thank you, Wedge, for the little hint. I mean, we already received a hint thanks to Punch Packet little short video. Now, Hypno, quality assurance lead. Now, Hypno is having a hell of a time. A lot of hard work, a lot of testing, I bet, and all of the quality assurance testers as well. Now, a lot of the quality assurance team has been invested in tightening up on the game's balance. The goal with our balance is to move away from the feeling of being a large deathmatch and lean more into the survival game it is supposed to be. This means that when you go into a fight with a juvenile, you know that it's just that, a juvenile. It means that when you kill and bring down a large animal, you know it's going to feed your pack for days to come. It is very important for us to prepare the balance of the game this way now, rather than later, as character stats would have become increasingly artificially inflated, and the previous balance wouldn't have fared well with future mechanics. It's important to keep in mind that everything is always subject to change. Of course, it is work in progress. It is everything is subject to change. I not thank you anyway. So we already have noticed that stats have drastically changed. A juvenile, now it is truly a juvenile. It cannot take down anything bigger. Maybe other juveniles of the same species, but I mean, you'll need to be 100% grown in order to enter a proper match. It's well thought. It's well thought. It's survival after all. So I guess it's all right. Fractures are proving to be a game changer in combat. Characters' heads, bodies, and legs can be specifically targeted in order to impose various negative effects. So if you get a head fracture, your character doesn't deal much damage from their head-related attacks, bites, headbutts, etc. So get your fracture on your head and you will not be able to bite as strong as before, or to do a headbutt as strong as before, to do a charge damage as strong as before. And your screen becomes clouded with to simulate a concussion. Wow, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, I do not want to spoil all other effects, he's saying. All right. Now, progress on the diet system is coming along really well. Please, we want to test it as well on the public testing. The public testing of the diet system will be paramount in ensuring that the mechanic works as we have intended. While the quality assurance team has been able to find a vast number of bugs related to the system, the balance of the system has gone mostly unaltered due to the lack of quality assurance testers. We simply wouldn't have the data required to properly set up the values of the system. That's where you players come in to help us. So the public test is getting closer and closer. A public test to test diets. Maybe we start with a Drio, then we go on the Ipsi if there is a need. Then we go on the Utahraptor, then Tenonto, etc., etc. But it's just for us players to test the diet system, which is a huge update after all. Now, isn't it? Lots and lots of animation this month. Lots of animating this month in preparation for diets and fractures. Some new content to the game will include new eating animations for herbivores that will be eating from various heights. Oh man, so it is tons of animations. Imagine the Tenontosaurus eating a root. Imagine the Tenontosaurus eating a shrub. Imagine the Tenontosaurus eating from a tree. Tons of animations, and this for every single playable. That's crazy. That's crazy. The Pachycephalosaurus will be the 9th dinosaur that we are able to play, the 9th animal, the 9th playable that we'll be able to play. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. Some of these animations we need to dig down. Some others we need to get on our hind legs, etc., etc. Now, this month has been particularly weighted since the diets are so very important to the foundations of the dinosaur gameplay loop. There is a lot of new plans coming into the game and more to come even after we release update 4. In addition to the teams working directly on update 4, the rest of the team has been revving their engines in preparation for update 5 on working on some perennial tasks, improved nights and day system, night vision, and I'm not sure if I remember well. Let me have a quick look later. Well, a lot of tasks. Anyway, we are getting the hatchlings ready to face the world. Oh yes, update 5 is about nesting and skins. Nesting and skins. Sorry about that. I was like confused for a while. So update 5 is about nesting and skins. So we'll be able to customize our own dinosaurs with skins. And we have hatchlings from nesting, different types of nesting mechanics, including Ipsi from what I see, including Ipsi. Lots of work on human areas that we haven't quite revealed just yet, and some exploration on how we want our soldiers vivisected. Some explorations on how we want our soldiers vivisected. Oh man, poor guys, poor guys. All in all, despite this update being production heavy and very foundational, it has been a relatively clear path considering the amount of work that has gone into it. Some artists have been preparing for months for you to finally see what they have been working on all put together and in game. Some will have to wait longer still, but we are primed and ready to get your feedback on the systems we are dropping with update 4. I mean, they are listening to the feedback. They decide to make Trello roadmap like it is now, mechanics focused, and less playable focused, to check all the possible bugs earlier on. And I completely agree. And they are listening to the feedback because many players say, for example, you have to press G to rip off a chunk of flesh, and or to hold G in order to drag the body, depending on your side. And we have this mechanic. I'm not sure if we have it already with this patch. I have not checked, to be honest. Sorry, but we are gonna get that mechanic as well. Well, all in all, that's all. That's all. I'm pretty excited for what's to come. A lot of game changing. This update is really huge. Let's check again at this point. How is it going? Yeah, the 2 Pachy. All in all, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you wish these opinions of mine. Let me know your opinion in the comment section. So, thank you all so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.